What is going on, y'all? It is Godim, and I kind of just wanted to talk about supporters for a second, because there's a lot of people that are very unhappy with supporters right now. And don't get me wrong, I'm not defending supporters at all, but I'm seeing a lot of talk about supporters killing the game, or the game's gone to shit or something. So, people just over exaggerating with how bad the system is. And yes, I will say this system is not good, and I think I'll give one or two ways they could fix it, of course. But as of right now we got two supporters in the game, and they are kind of specific. So you got the Dende supporter right here, which he's used for Frieza Saga people, and you heal more if there's an enemy Frieza Saga character, and you can level them up. The way supporters work, you got level 1 through 99, and as you can see, both my supporters are level 1. I've only pulled one. I pulled one Dende, I think, and then I used the tickets to get Yajirobe. But anyway, yeah, you see Dende, he's for Frieza Saga, and then Yajirobe, he's even more restricted to Frieza Force. So you can only use this against someone if they're running a Frieza Force enemy. But anyway, that's the quick overview of the characters. The thing I'm seeing is that people think it's super free, pay to win, and you gotta do all this extra stuff, which, don't get me wrong, this is pay to win. As you can see, I only have one of them, level 1. I have not put any CC into them, nothing like that. But there was someone, I think it was Garesh or something, he was doing the calculations for it, and it would cost 11,000 CC or something, which again, that is a lot to get them to level 99. And like they said before, you don't need to get them to level 99 and all this extra blah 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 blah. The issue I see with this is, first of all, this shouldn't be CC based. So I guess I'll go into my fixes as of right now, but this should not be CC based. You should be able to, I think what they did is fine. You can pull them off the banner. You know what? This is how I see it. You should be able to pull them off the banner, right? You just need to pull them once, and it takes however many CC it takes, whatever. They can keep it. They can leave that way. It costs CC to make, whatever. You gotta pull them once with CC. After you pull them one time, there should be no levels, or if there's two ways I can break this up. There could be no levels, or it could be from level 1 to 10. And if there's no levels, you just pull them once, you got them. But if it's level 1 to 10, you pull them once, and then you go into a separate PvE style thing, like Dokkan. So Dokkan has link levels. You just level it up that way instead of using CC or whatever. That's the way I think it should be. Either one of those would work. Either you just pull them once, you have the character, they don't boost stats, they don't do nothing. You get the character once, and then you can get a certain amount of usage out of them without having to level them up. Or you can level them up, but it's a free to play way. You just have to grind a bunch, like in Dokkan, where you have link levels. And those are my fixes for the issue, because I think supporters for the game is fine. The same thing I was thinking. So the two worst updates, the most pay to win or worst updates in my opinion, are when they implemented 14 stars from 7 stars, and when they implemented Senkais. And the funny thing is, those things were, I think they were right next to each other, they were the same release or whatever. It was one of the worst one of the worst timed updates of all time. Horrible, terrible. Because if you guys were playing back then, you would remember that it took to get them from Zenkai, no Zenkai to Zenkai 7, it took 21,000 to CC to get one Zenkai awakening, and then you had to grind up all the cores and stuff. You had to put more money into it. It cost a lot. Zenkais, when they first came out, were terrible, and as you can see, they make the system better, so you can get everything free to play now, which is what I'm assuming is going to happen with the supporter list. But Zenkais when Zenkais were first implemented, that was by far the worst update. Hands down, my least favorite, most pay to win, money hungry update in this game that ever happened. And this was like right after this. This was right before the second, I think, right before the second anniversary, sometime in like, was it right before the second or right after the second? It was either before or after the second. I can't remember exactly when, but it was terrible, because you had the Zenkai Beerus just destroying people, and you had the blue Broly and the red Goku that were just, the game was not playable. I'm telling you right now, the game was not playable. And I've been playing this game since damn near release, but that was a really bad update. And then the star system back then, you didn't get stats. Like your stats, you would get stats from like 1 star to 6 star, and it took like, I think like 4,000 arts, or what's it called, awakening power, arts power, whatever it's called, 4,000, and then from 6 to 7, which was the biggest jump in the Z ability, you got that was it. It was just like, it took you like 6,000 more copies of a card to get actually 7 starred, and that's when they became like they are now, like 14, like 7 stars and 14 stars are equivalent. But now you got like 8 stars through 8 through 13 stars, which give you extra stats that never happened. So now it incentivizes more people to put more money in, which makes it pay to win. So that's why I was saying that update was really bad too. But I don't think this update is nearly as bad as everyone makes it out to be. Supporters are good. This is my stance, so I'll probably make this into a short or whatever, but here's my stance. Supporters are good. You guys are overreacting. The game is not dead. The game has always been pay to win. We've known this from the beginning. The game is seven and some months into it. We know this. 7 years and some months. Like, we know this game is pay to win. We've got it. This update will not kill the game. This update is not even top 3 worst updates of all time ever. There's been more. There's been way worse than this. But this update is not good. I am not defending it. And they need to fix it. That is my stance. The update is not the worst, but it damn sure is not the best. Not even close. Not the worst, not the best. They will fix it like they fixed the Zenkai system. That is my opinion. I hope that happens, but for right now, we're kind of just stuck with what we got. Most people aren't running supporters, and I can even show you right now. What am I? Top, like, what am I? Top, yeah, I'm like top 700, and you run into supporters like once every 3 matches or something, and they don't change the match that much, but they still are impactful, and they do give an upper hand, especially with the extra stats and stuff. But again, I already offered my suggestions to fix them, and if they listen, I don't know, but you know, I'm a small YouTuber, so they ain't listening to shit. But anyway, that's really about it. I'll see y'all in the next one.